So today, I'm gonna be talking about haters. I'm gonna give you a free guide on how to spot haters, how to deal with haters. Here's the thing, though. This is, some of this is kind of very much, lighthearted in the sense that we all have a bit of hatred to a certain degree or another. You can even say it's human nature. Hate is a part of human nature. Only basically living humans that have probably no hatred whatsoever is probably a newborn baby. But after a while, even a baby, they learn through their short experiences of who they like and who they don't like, based off of basically how they feel, maybe who changes their diaper, who gives them some milk, who picks them up. Uh, you know, Anybody that is probably not somebody that they're familiar with, they can kind of read vibes or energy, and they can kind of tell almost like a dog not really liking someone that is a visitor. Um, it's like basically a baby will learn who they like and who they don't like. But the thing is that of course when you get older, things start to shift, and things start to get more serious, and it's just a thing that is just part of human nature for the most part. Now, I made some type of guide that is just kind of how I look at things, and it's two types of haters: uh, soft haters and hard haters. Okay, you probably already know where I'm going with the hard haters, but I'm gonna start off with the soft haters. So the first type of soft hater is basically a non-supportive person. Okay, people that just kind of like watch your life. They just watch what you're doing. I mean, and the thing is that pretty light. That's why it's the first category. Just basically people that just are just watching you. Some people, like, one of the things about being even on social media, if you don't have like some type of influencer page, such as like you have your own private page, even people that have their own personal page, they complain about people, and their behavior and stuff like that. And they have their own way of dealing with people. But once you start like a private page, or not so much even private, but a public page, you going into the kind of like the influencer side of social media. And definitely when you start a public YouTube channel, and you start getting growth, you're pretty much visible to the World Wide Web, which is basically the world. Okay, people can watch you from outer space to Timbuktu to Tibet to Tahiti. If you're on the internet, you're accessible. What I'm kind of saying is that you're kind of like a celebrity to a certain extent, like without actually being a celebrity. People get vibes from you by watching you, and just like they watch celebrities, and the only difference is they know most of the time most people can engage with people more than they can engage with the celebrity, like, because for the most part celebrities are pretty inaccessible. For the most part, they're, let's just say, harder to access versus someone that just has a page or YouTube channel or some type of personal account on various social medias. So, non-supportive people are just people just watching TV. I remember somebody, a guy by the name of Jovan Clark. If you know him, you know him. He basically was. I remember I laughed one time when he went live, and he primarily goes live a lot on Facebook. That's how I first saw him on Facebook. He was basically saying that he got tired of going live, and he wasn't going live for a while, and someone messaged him and was like, man, I miss you, man, and you don't go live no more. What's wrong? And basically what his response was like, what is your problem? Like, what am I, like some clown that you wait to watch and eat popcorn? And I mean, just I'm your entertainment. It's like, I mean, people that's not necessarily why they do the things they do. A lot of times people's main motivations is to basically make some type of money, get some type of financial support, or reach some type of agenda or accomplishment. I mean, some people might just be having fun, but most people, it's outside of that. They're trying to get some type of traction and make some money. I mean, that's generally what the goal is. But yeah, it's some people that just basically watch you. They just kind of like watch you like the feds in a black van. They just like surveilling what you're doing and just watching. Now, this might be something that is just like very light as far as not that big of a deal, because generally people just watch because they're just, you're accessible, and then they just bored and they just want to see what you're doing. It's nothing wrong with that per se. Kind of strange because some of these people also don't even engage. They don't comment. They don't hit a like button or a heart button or whatever the social media that you're on. They don't comment or anything. They don't share your content. So it kind of goes into a certain level of still, like I say, kind of hate, kind of self-hate, where it may be something later involved with that, but it starts right there, right? So again, I mean, non-supportive people just watching, don't engage. They don't even do actions that don't cost them anything, such as comment, like, or share your content. It's kind of like, I have to say that's definitely a hater, a soft hater, but a hater nonetheless. And the second is basically in the soft hater category is friends or associates that are friends with people that hate hard on you. So again, there's two categories in the haters category: is soft haters and hard haters. Haven't got to the hard haters yet, but basically you might know somebody that basically is a friend of your hater that is like hating hard on you, or otherwise known as a op. You might be friends with somebody that's friends with your op per se, or someone that is like, hating on you. So that, like I said, they not necessarily hating hard on you. They just know the person. It might be very well a person that's a family member of somebody that's hating hard on you. I mean, it could kind of go all kind of different ways, but yeah, they just by proxy of them knowing the person that's hating on you and knowing you as well, you gotta put them in the hater category just by proxy of just, association. I mean, it is what it is out here. You know, um, all is fair in love and war, as they say, and you don't necessarily know what these people say necessarily outside of your presence. They very well might be in cahoots with your uh um enemy or hater that's hating hard on you, or might even be just hating hard themselves, and just kind of doing it um in the words of the spy world, they're doing it covertly. So second category is friends and associates that are friends with people that hate hard on you. Okay. So the third in the soft hater category is people that have a negative viewpoint about you that doesn't know you as well as people that, and as well as also people that know you personally, but don't seek any harm towards you or malice. Again, like, we all have somebody we don't like. I mean, that's like I said, that's part of human nature. I just designate that as human nature. People that have certain viewpoints about you, either someone told them some things about you, or they themselves have viewpoints about you that they came from themselves directly. They just don't really like you. Whatever the case may be. It might be because you have some type of religious affiliation they don't like, might have some type of cultural affiliation. It might be even just, your racial group, they don't like you. I don't know. It could very, very well be a lot of different things. The way you talk, the way you act, they just don't like you. Now, I think I'll say out of all of these different types of haters, some of these haters can be, kind of like, I would say, converted into someone that is necessarily not a hater. It is possible. It does happen. But yeah, I mean, again, these are like soft hate categories. Just basically people that just have a negative viewpoint about you. Like, for example, I remember Kim Kardashian had a show, and then a few other celebrities was in this show as well. And it was basically, I think it was called something like "Why Do I Hate You" or something. And basically what she did was she surprised people that were saying negative comments about her online, and they, I mean, obviously didn't know her. And a part of the show was that she would show up to these people in a surprise, and then basically, like, why are you hating on me? What's your reason for that? And then, maybe, I didn't watch all of the shows, but I'm sure some of those people were like kind of caught by surprise, and they were like probably intrigued, and some of them probably converted into kind of more or less liking Kim Kardashian by them actually talking to her face to face. I don't know. Sometimes basically, people can be just, by proxy of them not knowing who you actually are, seeing you face to face, actually hearing your struggles. They just don't really know much about you other than what they see on the internet or on TV. When you actually talk to them face to face, they might change their mind. Like, I'll say this. I didn't really like Jimmy Butler. I really, to be honest, I hated Jimmy Butler. I would say definitely in this category of when he used to play for the Chicago Bulls. I absolutely did not understand why Jimmy Butler was on the team. I didn't understand why they was paying him so much money. And then later, I start to see what the coach at the time, I think it was Tom Thibodeau. I start to see his movements as far as him being fired from the Bulls. Of course, Jimmy Butler being traded. And I start to see the unraveling of the actual coaching staff and as well as the actions of the Bulls organization, and see that progression of Jimmy Butler going to other teams and doing well and doing better, and his complaints as far as what he said about the Bulls and Coach Tom Thibodeau actually becomes something that was true, actually becomes something that was not meritless but had merit. And then, I mean, now seeing Jimmy Butler pretty much kind of hold a team to the NBA Finals, and as well as having a good successful year last year to where they, kind of made it to the conference finals and then got basically eliminated. He's actually a very, very good player. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I later did, kind of change that category from being a hater to actually not being a hater. And it actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, it actually made me some money. So yeah, it does happen. I can say probably a couple of people off the top of my head, I did not necessarily like them at first, and then I later learned to, like them, like something about them. It was, quite a few people. Is not somebody else I can think of off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's quite a few people that I didn't necessarily like at first. Then I came to like them, So it happens. Sometimes people have to grow on people. I even know people that said they didn't like their wife at first. Sometimes even people in arranged marriages, they don't necessarily like each other at first, and then they kind of grow on each other, So that does happen. So outside of the soft hate category, we're going into hard haters. Okay, hard haters. All right. So the first category is people that verbally seek to destroy your credibility by spreading lies, gossip, and rumors in an attempt to destroy you or your business, either overtly or covertly. Overtly means right in front of you in your appearance or your presence. Covertly means outside of your presence, behind your back, basically. All right. So these people are hating hard on you. They're actually seeking to do something harmful to you by saying that you're doing something that you're not doing. I mean, they can call you anything you can think of. They can call you the R word. They can say that you've done something to somebody, done something to some little kids. They can say that you did something, you killed somebody, or they can say anything. And if it's not true, basically it doesn't matter. They're out to seek to actually destroy your character, destroy your name. If you got any business, they're trying to seek to destroy that as well, because your character and your name is attached to your business. These people are hard haters. Now, sometimes this category kind of goes into the last category, but yeah, I mean, these people are very, very dangerous. A lot of times they come out when you actually do have some type of financial success. You have some type of fame. These people kind of come out the woodworks like kind of like agents in the Matrix. When you get some type of fame or financial success, even if it's small levels of financial success. One of the things I saw on YouTube that is kind of tripped out is that even small levels of success on YouTube, like meaning if you get a certain level of super chats, such as like you get anywhere between, it could be like $25 to $50 an actual going live or whatever, and people can actually see that. And the more the hatred. If you're getting like $200 to $500 or more a live stream, it's more hatred. So the more the merry. And then here's another thing that I saw as well, or I see as well, that if you get a combination of financial support and also engagement, such as you have a bunch of people that are actually live viewing your live stream, people actually hate. They actually do not like that. It's something that it's like, you know, who are you that somebody is paying attention to you, and you're actually getting financial support? Because the thing about it is, some people they pay for live viewers, such as like recording artists pay for live streams. But the thing about paying for live viewers, they're not paying you to get any donations or anything. Even if you do that to boost your numbers, that doesn't necessarily equate to where you getting compensated for that. You know, so you could pay for somebody to view your live stream, or have bots to view your live stream. And I talked about that on my Fake It Till You Make It series. Basically, that doesn't necessarily give you any compensation. And then if you think about it, if you pay for some live viewers and then you also didn't get compensated for your channel, if you didn't get any donations, now you out of more money than you would have normally been, because now you're gambling on the fact that somebody done, you know, probably is going to give you some type of donation or support by having live viewers on your live stream, and nobody really supported you. Now you out of money when you could have just went live and, you know, not been out of any money whatsoever, and, you know, kind of gambled on the fact that somebody will support you by not spending any money. So now you're spending money, plus you're not getting any support. So it's like, people can get really, really bitter, and they look at things like, why is this clown getting support and I'm not getting support? You know, and some people take that a step further. They start smear campaigns and, you know, call you, Rainbow Gang or El Gibbet Gang and all kind of things. I mean, to basically smear your name, smear your character. I've even seen people talk about people's families, their kids, their children, their wives, their ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, ex-baby mamas, all that type of stuff on the internet, on YouTube. And there's people are definitely in that realm of things, are hating hard, hating hard. That's the first type of person that's verbally seeking to destroy a person's credibility by spreading lies, gossips, and rumors, an attempt to destroy a person's character or business. All right. Second is thieves and robbers. So, I mean, obviously it's not really that much explanation with that, but it's just basically people that they seeking you out to rob you. You know, people that are watching you on live stream, they're watching you. It's some people, believe it or not, here's the scary thing about the internet and social media and stuff like that. It is absolutely people that are waiting in the wings and watching you, in either themselves, or they have a group of people that they can dispatch to your location if they know where it is to rob you. Okay? And that goes for, even if you don't have any money now, if you came up, they just basically waiting to rob you. You just got to think about it. Like, if you're the type of person that you like to show out and you like to show things off, and it doesn't matter. You could have went from the projects, you could went from a trailer park, and basically now you're in a mansion and you got a bunch of cars, and they know where you're located. They will come and find where you are and rob you. It could be them, or they can send some people that they are affiliated with to go rob you. All while they were just basically hanging out on your followers list or subscribers list or friends list. They were just waiting to rob you. You didn't even know, you had no idea. Only hope is that, there are cyber crimes divisions in police departments. Police departments can absolutely pinpoint certain communications, IP addresses, certain verbal communications online. They can find out about who did what and when did they do it. It's basically one of the things about technology. Technology leaves certain trails, and most people don't know how to delete those trails, but there are some people that absolutely know how to do that. And those people are very, very dangerous, and those people are called hackers. In this case, this would definitely be a black hat hacker that will be, trying to do all of those things, such as, hide their IP address and all that type of stuff. But yeah, I mean, absolutely, this is the second type of hater, commonly known as the thief and robber. They'll wait. There's people that are on your friends list. You're like, oh yeah, I'm about to plan a vacation. Yeah, I'm about to go to Barbados. And the person on your friends list is like rubbing their hands together like Anthony Adams with the yellow suit behind the tree. They're like, oh yeah. Yeah, I already know where you live too. And you about to go on vacation? Sweet love. People, even celebrities, man, talking about they about to go on vacation, or they in vacation now. They go live talking about, they kicking their feet up on the beach. It was like, basically, you have gangs of people that are, basically thieves. They got, thieves actually have gangs too. They have like, burglary rings and all kind of stuff. They're like, oh yeah. Shannon Sharp, man, he on vacation. Love, go hit his place up, real quick. And then that's it. That's all it takes. A burglary team goes, he's a multi-millionaire, and there you have it. And these people, you never knew they were hiding on your social media pages, and it's a sad thing because, I mean, you wanna enjoy your life. You wanna show your friends, you in Barbados. But the thing is that you might not know who your friends actually are. you might not know who your friends actually are, and you don't know who else is amongst your friends and followers and all of that type of stuff. You just don't know. And it's people absolutely that can find out your locations of where you live and all of that type of stuff. And All it takes is them to know you're not in town, and that's it. There you go. All your stuff is getting robbed. So lastly, the last hater, you already know this type. This is the type of hater most people know about and have sleepless nights about. The hater that is out to eliminate you from the earth for whatever reason. They hate you to the point they want to kill you. The hater. The reason that most people say the word hater. You know, the hater that's actually out to get you, the op, okay? You know, he or she is at, you know, they past the point of they trying to verbally, or it might even start to where it's verbal, you know, where, you know, people be verbally talking about each other, you know, beefing with each other. Then it gets escalated to the point where now this person is like on site. This person wants to actually kill you. Or you may even want to kill them, you know. So it's like you may not know these people. They might not, you know, actually know you. You know, a lot of times I can go back to celebrities. Some people that they might be online and you could just be going on Instagram and you just disrespected somebody. You just, you know, hung up on them while you were going live and they were joining your feed and you were talking to them or whatever because you was doing a fan appreciation live and you just cussed them out and just told them to get off your live or, you know, closed them out. And then that person felt like they felt a certain way about that. And then next thing you know, your girlfriend goes live inside Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and then there you go. You basically get a hater dispatched to your location. That happened to rapper CL Rock or something PNB Rock. That actually happened to him. A lot of rappers they engage in this behavior, and you know they get into situations where they get a lot of enemies and things happen. People get shot. They're you know pretty accessible depending on where they are, and it gets extremely dangerous. You know, so most people live their lives. They don't bother people. They let people be. But you know, haters like this are very, very dangerous. I mean, these situations can be aggregated to where wars start, conflicts, civil wars, uprisings. All of these types of things can be very, very dangerous in mass. So it's not to necessarily ever to be taken lightly. You don't never want to take a hater lightly at all. It's definitely something that could very much escalate. Also, people can come from the soft hatred side and escalate to actually the hard hatred side, you know. So this is definitely something that you want to, you know, watch out for. My advice is, if you are dealing with a hater and you thinking there's some haters out to destroy you, and you know, don't think like you're secure, I would just, you know, if you're by yourself, I would just basically just watch out. You know, I would try to make sure you have your house secure. You know, people don't really know where you are or know where you live. If they do know where you live, get security cameras, get security systems. Also, make sure you have some type of guard dog if you can. And the reason being is the guard dog will alert that someone's around, even before the security alarm. The guard dog will let somebody know that you're around. A lot of times nowadays, people, they don't even wait for you to be in the house. They're out to seek and destroy you while you driving or while you're, basically traveling. Sometimes I will say it's time to move. It's time to get a new location. And in this new location, you got to look at it. Why are you moving? You got to look at it like if you move, if you do take this option, because basically giving you options number one and number two. Number one is what I said before as far as staying put and just kind of monitoring your surroundings and securing your house and where you live. Number two is you're basically, in a danger zone and you decide to move, and you probably would take this option if you also have children or also, have a wife and children or something like that. Well, option two, if you do take this, I recommend you absolutely kind of you might in this type of situation, you might want to look into kind of like deleting your social media or suspending it, and or also just kind of looking at things like you're not on witness protection plan, but you're having your own personal witness protection plan, because you actually have people that have showed or have tried or made attempts to try to kill you. So you go into this new location, I would definitely keep a low profile. I would keep to myself, and I would not, share my details. I would just kind of keep things local and just be more private, because you probably have some friends that also are, kind of hiding in the wings and pretending like they're your friend, but they're not. So that's all I have for this. The reason I did this also as a recording and I didn't go live is because I think certain content, I think to a certain degree, it's some haters that make it to where it's not fully processed well. Like sometimes I go live and then I have the live freeze up and my internet is very substantial, so I know it shouldn't be no internet issues. And then all of a sudden I got internet issues and stuff like that, live stream issues. So I just did this on a pre-record, so I can just deal with also the streaming haters. So yeah, enjoy this one. Lock this in as a guide on how to deal with haters.